Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Arrow Season 7. And it's finally here. The Comic-Con trailer is here, but before anything, let's just, well, watch it.
Morning 4587. Beautiful day.
Lights out!
Oliver, it's been 5 months, man. Being out of control, I know it's not your strong suit.
Focusing on what I can control. Keep my head down. Avoid conflict.
Not fighting back. Never been who you were.
Star City continues to employ a zero-tolerance policy against any and all acts of vigilantism.
There have been no vigilantes in this city for 5 months.
As to the identity of this unknown assailant, this is someone new.
Oliver asked us to carry on. Sometimes people just need something to believe in.
I have to fight back.
Oliver Queen took everything from me. I'm gonna enjoy taking everything from him.
So this is insane. This is like a brand new territory for Comic-Con trailers and teaser trailers because there was no recap. There was no recap at the beginning of this trailer, which I cannot believe. But yeah, obviously if you're going to enjoy this video, smash a like because of the Comic-Con trailer, show your support on it. Let me know in the comments what caught your eye the most because they've only been filming for about 2 weeks. And there was a lot of stuff in this trailer. I was very impressed. I'll be very surprised if the Flash one can beat this one whenever that drops in the next like hour and a half or so. But anyway, let's get into it. So we start off with Oliver in prison, as you would expect. Obviously, last season ended Oliver getting, charged with being Green Arrow, gave himself up. He's in Slab's side. So his inmate number is 4587. So inmate 4587 is actually the title for episode 1, which is pretty fitting. Now Oliver is rocking a nice goatee look. We were expecting that going into this season, that Oliver would, get that more Green Arrow goatee going. So it'll be interesting to see when, I guess we could say if, but we know when he gets out of prison. If he keeps that and, he rocks Green Arrow suit with that goatee, maybe he likes his new look from prison. We'll have to wait and see, but, it looks good. We've been waiting for it for a while. Now we do see lots of marks on the wall, very reminiscent of when like Barry was in prison last season on The Flash, marking the walls and stuff. Oliver's been there for a bit longer than Barry was. Now one interesting thing, some of you might have caught it when watching the trailer, it's fairly quick, it sticks on it for a bit, but it's not there for like heaps long. But Oliver has the Count of Monte Cristo book. Now, for those that have read it, you know why that is interesting, and that is because that book, which was also turned into, I think, 2 or 3 movies, I think there's been a couple of remakes of it, involves a prison escape. I think it's set in France or something, but yeah, maybe that's giving us a little hint as to what Oliver's planning. Now, I guess the big question is, why they allow that in a prison? Who knows? Why would they allow a book about a prison escape in prison? It's just like, letting them watch Shawshank Redemption all the time on TV. Like, doesn't make too much sense to me, but I don't know, maybe they're very confident in their security in their prison, but who knows. Now, we do see Oliver getting beaten up, and he seems to just be copying it. So I think basically, since Season 6 ended, leading to the beginning of Season 7, Oliver's just been copying the abuse from people that are in the prison, one of which is Stardust from Season 5, so he's going back, played by Cody Rhodes, of course. There's a couple of other villains, which we will point out later in the trailer. But it just seems that Oliver's just like taking that abuse, and I don't know if it's all been building up or not, but I don't know, it gets to a point where we see a awesome shower beat-up scene. Oliver's taking a shower, and 2 guys just come in, or a couple of guys, I don't know if it's necessarily 2, might be a few, maybe 3 or 4 or something, come in and just decide, we're going to possibly kill Oliver, or try and beat him up here. And Oliver's like, well, been building it up for a while, time to just bust it open, I guess, and just absolutely beats the hell out of them. heads through tiles. This looks like it's going to be an awesome fight scene. I know, James Bamford is directing this episode, the first episode. He was like their stunt and like fight choreographer for a while. And obviously we'll still have some like consultation duties on that. So with him directing this first episode, I'm expecting some cool fight up scenes, especially the prison ones I've been talking about leading into this season. That, at least in the first couple of episodes in prison, we should have some cool fight scenes. Looks like we're getting one here, and I'm looking forward to this one in particular. Now, we do find out that Star City has banned vigilantism, if that's the correct way to pronounce it. So yeah, essentially, you get caught, you're screwed doing vigilante activities, which would scare people like Dinah Drake, Renee, Diggle, Curtis, all of them from doing it, just because they've got, especially with Renee and his daughter, Dinah with just her career, and I guess Curtis with just not wanting to go to jail. I guess he's probably a bit scared of going there. It just scares him away from it. And obviously this is because of Oliver and what had happened previously. Now we do see Black Siren. She's like the one letting us know all about this stuff. So she's still acting like Laurel, so she must love that. Obviously we don't get much of her in this trailer. I'm very interested to see what they do with her character this season. But yeah, there's not much of her in this trailer, so we can't really dive too much into that, apart from the fact that she's still parading around like Laurel and taking Laurel's job and stuff like that. Now we do see Renee with a gun facing some homies or something, if you want to call them. I don't know what Renee's doing this season. One of the leaks that came out said that Renee and Curtis had quit or retired from being vigilantes, which would make sense if this whole vigilante law is out there. So maybe Renee's, because Oliver's not in like politics anymore. He doesn't have a job at City Hall anymore. Maybe Renee's come on tough times and is doing odd jobs, maybe criminal activity. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Once again, not much there, so we can't really go too deep into that. But the biggest reveal in this trailer, wasn't really expecting it, was a bit shocked. There's a Green Arrow poser killing and just taking down criminals. And, they're using green arrows. They're in Oliver's suit. Who the hell is it? Like, who is this imposer? Like, it's very reminiscent of season 5 with Prometheus, when people thought that it was Green Arrow killing people, but it's different bows and different weapons and stuff like that. Like, shurikens, if you want to call them, or throwing star thingamajigs. It's very reminiscent of that, but this person, like, is parading around as Green Arrow and just being very, very violent. You do even see some shots of like Dinah Drake with like her crew and stuff coming in, and we do see that this archer pulling back, and it looks like they're going to kill someone, or at least heavily maim someone. So I guess it's the big question, as I was saying, like, who is it? Is it Diggle? Like, we do see Oliver talking to Diggle in prison. Like, is this Diggle going around? Like, the final shot, or one of the final shots, is the person turning. You sort of see their face, but it's, once again, it's very dark, like we always have with whoever's under the Green Arrow hood when they're trying to keep the identity a bit secret. So it's hard to tell. It could be Roy. We'll get to Roy in a second as to why he could be getting involved in this season, as we do know he's coming back in episode 1 or episode 2. So yeah, I don't know, let me know in the comments, who do you think is under that suit? Do you think it's someone simple like Diggle or Roy, or do you think it's something more complex and we might have a bit of a copycat thing going on that's a bit of a story for this season for our characters? Some other returning villains from previous seasons. We have Brick, who was last seen in season 4, and it was also in season 3. I think those are the 2 seasons that he showed up in, so he's in Slabside as well. And we also have Bronze Tiger, so he's back. Wasn't expecting him to show up, which is pretty cool to have him there. So it's going to be interesting to see which other villains are there. They have said there's going to be a plethora, so I'm guessing there's going to be more than just Stardust, Bronze Tiger, and Brick. I'm expecting a couple more. Let me know in the comments which villains you would like to see come back and to be in Slabside as well. I'm very interested to see, who else you would want there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if all of them are against Oliver, or some might help him escape because maybe they want to escape as well. But maybe this person, this like Green Arrow copy person that's out there, is sort of what drives Oliver to try and escape from prison. But or it could be maybe the reason that he gets out. Who knows? And the final thing to really go over from this trailer is Diaz on the hunt for Oliver's loved ones. So we see, like, the first shot we see of Felicity, when it's actually Felicity and not in those photos that Oliver has, is her in like a forest. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? For a second I thought Felicity was like training, when it was like a split second intro, but then she starts, like, she looks very worried, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? We see William on the floor. William's like crawling back, but it's Diaz going after him. Diaz has obviously got the shits. He is pissed. He is not happy. As we saw at the end of last season, not a happy camper after what happened. And he's going to be targeting Oliver's loved ones. So obviously Felicity and William are targeted, but maybe Thea is as well. Now we know Willa Holland, who plays Thea, isn't going to be coming back to the show, at least soon. Like, she might come back for a cameo or something if they can get her to come back. But she's not coming back as like a consistent character. She's gone for a bit, or gone for good, if you want to say that. So maybe if Diaz is targeting Thea, this could be how Roy is involved. So maybe Roy comes back to try and keep Diaz within Star City, so he doesn't go outside Star City to try and get Thea and target her. Because if maybe Felicity and William get in a situation where they're very safe, they can't get targeted, then Diaz might get the shits and go, well, I'm going to target his sister then, because obviously he would know about Thea. So that could be how Roy gets involved. But then you never know. As I said, Roy could be that person parading around as Green Arrow. It could be Diggle. It's sort of hard to tell, to be completely honest. But thanks for watching, guys. That's the trailer for Arrow Season 7, the teaser trailer we got from Comic-Con. I thought it was I think it's arguably one of the best DC TV teaser trailers we've got. I was very hyped through the whole thing. Nothing got me really worried about what's to come. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know in the comment section down below what was your favorite part from the trailer. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like to show your support, just for, you know, the Comic-Con trailer being pretty damn awesome. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.